Hello folks, welcome back to Star Wars X-Wing. Today is going to be the final X-Wing historical mission, Farlander's first mission. So let's jump in the old Lambda shuttle and head out to the training grounds. Now in the novella that is part of the X-Wing strategy guide, you in fact play the role of Farlander, so this is sort of a meta mission thing. I don't know. Anyway, it's this mission will teach you the importance of teamwork in a complicated operation to capture secret Imperial documents, because the previous operation wasn't complicated. Something.
An Imperial corvette will be stopping near Turkana in the Hadar sector. The Alliance frigate Liberator will pop up here to draw off its escorts. Blue Squadron will drop in behind the ties to make a surprise flank attack. Y-Wings from Gold Squadron will come in and disable the corvette. Once disabled, the Storm Unit's commanders will conduct the boarding. Throughout the attack, Red Squadron will protect Gold and Storm units. An Imperial corvette will be stopping near Turkana in the Hadar sector.
This mission recreates the famous first mission of Kian Farlander. Though still in training, his natural skill earned him an invitation to volunteer for what turned out to be a very vital mission. In the event, he provided himself quite capable in combat. In addition, he was personally responsible for recovering some extremely valuable Imperial documents. Alliance intelligence had discovered elaborate precautions being taken to make a particular Imperial corvette seem unimportant. At the risk of blowing their cover, our agents determined that the ship would have extremely important contents, possibly Darth Vader himself. Furthermore, it would have a skeleton crew and minimal escort. It was scheduled to make one stop near lightly defended Turkana in the Hadar sector. In the position of Kian in Red Squadron, you will be protecting Gold Squadron's Y-Wings while they disable the Imperial corvette. Then you will help maintain security in the area while the Storm Unit commandos conduct their boarding raid. Feel free to assist the Y-Wings in bringing down the corvette's shields. If all goes well and you have time, you may join up with Blue Squadron to mop up the remaining escorts. We'll definitely have time. Let's get to it. Okay, so set full throttle, target nearest enemies, and engage them first. As usual, I'll go to one click of... Oops. Maybe make those the priorities then. Prioritize the people shooting at you is usually a good rule of thumb. There we go. Now work on the remaining TIE fighters. The Y-Wings are perfectly capable of dealing with a corvette.
Nice shot.
And just keep working on those shields. And we got some incoming TIE bombers. That's going to be a higher priority threat. So we're going to move in to intercept. So those are getting hit. These guys are incoming, so we'll make those the priority target. Because that is, yeah. Oh, no. That's our rebel frigate there. With their shields down. That's not good. Like, I know they were operating as a diversion, but that's double plus ungood. Alright, but we're in range now, so we can help out. A TIE fighter or two. That's fine. That frigate should really be attacking more. Suicidal TIE fighter pilot, though. Okay. A lot more out here than I thought there were. I don't think the other escort pilots were doing their job correctly. Because once again, here I am doing all the work. Okay, yep, the Y-Wings are still out there. There's the Corvette. I could punch a torpedo or two at it. I really don't want to because I'm not sure how close to down those shields are. So we're just going to engage with lasers. Corvettes don't have a lot of firepower, so it's not too risky unless you get the modified Corvettes from... See? Shields down. If I'd dumped a couple of torps in there, I might have actually killed it. Which would be bad. Alright, so now we just wait for the Y-Wings to hopefully do their job. He's running. They better not be running away because of damage. There he goes. Alright. Y-Wings have successfully disabled the target. I'll just roll through an inspection real quick. Sure enough, that is Corellian Corvette Talon. And now we wait for Storm Unit to arrive. Liberator can probably go depart and lick their wounds. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good. Okay, there is Storm Unit. So now we just wait for Storm Unit to show up. And they're going to take their sweet time, of course, because they are a slow, lumbering transport. So we got a little time to kill. The sad thing is, depending on how you prefer your game, like the original X-Wing had a really nice chiptune soundtrack, then the re-release replaced it with an iMuse soundtrack that basically was just the classic John Williams soundtrack. None of them I can play on YouTube without getting this video demonetized. So that's why there's no music. But, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, it's interesting that for this mission, I would argue this mission's easier than the previous mission. What do I know? But this does conclude the last of what I kind of jokingly call my lost missions. So, I think I will probably go ahead and do a run next time of the Proving Grounds, which is basically kind of an obstacle course maze thing, and you know, you have a words thing, and you get a virtual patch for getting through level 8 on the maze, so I'll probably do that. The game is still fun. I wish there were less waiting for escort missions, but that's every game ever. And, you know, it's hard to believe that this is a 30-year-old game. I mean, it's based on a 30-year-old game, obviously. This is actually based on the Windows 98 native re-release that was built around the X-Wing versus TIE Fighter engine. And again, then with a bunch of direct draw 3D textures and stuff added to it, so it looks as pretty as you can possibly make it. But the core is the same. There's no targeting enemies, enemy subcomponents like in the later games. You have this goofy thing. X-Wing Alliance actually, I think it's a function you can turn off or on as well, but it'll disable friendly fire, so like right now I could pull the trigger and completely wreck my mission. I'm not going to do that. In fact, I'm going to practice proper trigger discipline and not have my finger anywhere near the trigger. But the point is I could. A little targeting thing does its thing. It's totally useless because why would I be looking down at the targeting computer when I have it on my heads-up display? But that's all right. Got red 3, so this is all the rest of red group. And we're just going to hang out. And you can kind of see on the Corellian Corvette, too, the design there. There's a single gun turret up here. I got to be careful if I just kind of jog underneath. It's a little bit harder to see the underneath turret just because of the lighting, but there is another, yep, there it is. There's another gun turret underneath there. And you can actually, you can shoot those off. Well, you can shoot them off in the later games. I don't remember if you can. No, yeah, you can pick off turrets. You just can't actually target them in this game. Same as with the Star Destroyer shield generators. You can hit them, it just doesn't let you target them specifically, so you just gotta kind of know where they are and make your attack runs accordingly. Which I'm not doing because I don't need to. Let me just wait for our commando unit to do their thing. Eventually. And question our life choices and question if there's reinforcements coming. But it's a nice little revisit. For all that modern Star Wars, like, I've just given up. I am completely... It's not even like I hate it. I just don't care anymore, which is kind of sad because I used to love Star Wars.
Docking operation complete.
This stuff is still fun. This is classic Star Wars. This is, you know, and it's kind of interesting to think about. Like 1993, when this game was originally released, I mean, there hadn't been a Star Wars movie for, you know, since Return of the Jedi. The first of the really good Timothy Zahn books, the Heir to the Empire trilogy, was just starting to come out, and that really reinvigorated the fandom as far as having all these great books. And you had some great games. You had X-Wing, you had Dark Forces, of course, then Jedi Knight after that. You know, all these great games. You know, nobody knew what the hell a midi-chlorian was. It was great. Star Wars was fun. A little on the nerdy side, sure, but fun. You know? So yeah, so this I like. I always say I probably am not going to revisit these things again, but here we are. Alright. Storm's gone into hyperspace. And that is mission complete, so we out of here. With 10 seconds left on the mission timer. There are some missions where if time expires, you will lose. battle patch, promotion, completed all the mission goals. That's a wrap. Thanks for watching, everybody.